n'etiti ahụ siri ike, ukwu niile gosi onwe gị, ahụbeghị mmochi ahụ dị ka gị zuru oke n'ezie. N'etiti ihe ahụ siri ike, ukwu niile gosi onwe gị, ahụbeghị mmochi ahụ dị ka gị zuru oke n'ezie. N'etiti ihe niile, ahụbeghị m onye ahụ dị ka gị zuru oke n'ezie. N'etiti ihe niile, ahụbeghị m chi ahụ dị ka gị zuru oke n'ezie. N'etiti ihe niile siri ike, Chukwu niile gosi onwe gị, ahụbeghị m onye ahụ dị ka gị zuru oke n'ezie. N'etiti ihe ahụ siri ike, Chimo niile gosi onwe gị, ahụbeghị m chi ahụ dị ka gị zuru oke n'ezie. Mmalite na ọgwụgwụ n'izuru oke, izuru oke n'ezie. Esoro amara ụzọ n'izu, na m zuru oke n'ezie. N'etiti ihe niile, ahụbeghị m chi ahụ dị ka gị zuru oke n'ezie. N'etiti ihe niile, ahụbeghị m chi ahụ dị ka gị zuru oke n'ezie. Mmalite na ọgwụgwụ n'izuru oke, izuru oke n'ezie. Mmalite na ọgwụgwụ n'izuru oke, izuru oke n'ezie. N'etiti ihe niile, ahụbeghị m chi ahụ dị ka gị zuru oke n'ezie. Mmalite na ọgwụgwụ n'izuru oke, izuru oke n'ezie. Esoro amara ụzọ n'izuru oke, izuru oke n'ezie. N'etiti ihe ahụ siri ike, Chukwu niile gosi onwe gị, ahụbeghị m onye ahụ dị ka gị zuru oke n'ezie. There is something that makes me come into your presence, my helper. There is something that makes me come into your presence, my helper. My helper, oh, my helper. My helper, oh, my helper. There is something that makes me come into your presence, my helper. Onyinye aka m, onyinye aka m, onyinye aka m, onyinye aka m. Obere m ji bịa n'iru Jehova m, onyinye aka m, onyinye aka m, onyinye aka m, onyinye aka m. Obere m ji bịa n'iru Jehova m, onyinye aka, onyinye aka m, onyinye aka m. Onyinye aka m, onyinye aka m. Obere m ji bịa n'iru Jehova m, onyinye aka m. Onyinye aka m, onyinye aka m. Onyinye aka m, onyinye aka m. Omeni yomere munji bianero Jehovah Onyinyaka. You are my helper, oh, my helper. You are my helper, oh, my helper. There is something that must be coming to your presence, my helper. My helper, oh, my helper. My helper, oh, my helper. There is something that must be coming to your presence, my helper. Oluwakayaka, Barigwe Negosi. Oluwakayaka, Barigwe Negosi. Oluwakayaka, Barigwe Negosi. Oluwakayaka, Umenowa Nakowa. Oluwakayaka, Barigwe Negosi. Oluwakayaka, Umenowa Nakowa. Igosiri m obi ebere mgbe m na-enweghị olileanya. Igosiri m obi ọmịiko gị mgbe ike gwụrụ obi m. Igosiri m obi ebere gị mgbe m na-enweghị olileanya. Igosiri m obi ọmịiko gị mgbe ike gwụrụ obi m. Oge ọ dị ka m nọ na-enweghị olileanya, Jehova bịara menụ m mma. O wee mee ka m guzoro n'ebe dị elu, n'ebe dị elu Chukwu. Igosiri m obi ọmịiko gị mgbe ike gwụrụ m nwa. Igosiri m obi ebere gị mgbe ike gwụrụ obi m. That is why you are called Jehovah. That is why you are called Jehovah. Ezebe. What you said you will do, you will do. That is what you have done, you have done. That is why you are called Jehovah. Ya mere m ji na-akpọ gị Oluwa. Ya mere m ji na-akpọ gị Oluwa. Ihe kwuru na ị ga-eme, ọ bụ ya ka ị meworo. Ya mere m ji na-akpọ gị Oluwa. Jehova mere ihe m ji kpọọ ya ike na-adị mkpa. O mere ihe m ji kpọọ ya eze ndị eze, mere ihe m ji kpọọ ya ọkaka m, mere ihe m ji kpọọ ya ike na-adị mkpa. Chukwu mere ihe m ji kpọọ ya ike n'agha. Ebulite ụzụ atụba, imere ihe m ji kpọọ gị ike n'agha. Onye amụma mere ihe m ji kpọọ ya. Ohicha mmanya mmiri mere ihe m ji kpọọ ya. Obu n'isi menụ mere ihe m ji kpọọ ya ike na-adị mkpa. Jehova mere ihe m ji kpọọ ya ike n'agha. Excellent is your name, Lord Jehovah. Excellent is your name. Marvelous is your name. Excellent is your name, Lord Jehovah. Daddy, excellent is your name, Jehovah. You are my chain breaker. Excellent is your name, Lord Jehovah. Oyamoma, excellent is your name. Shoma, excellent is your name. Daddy, excellent is your name, Lord Jehovah. Jehovah, excellent is your name, Jehovah. Rigoro no chese. Oyamoma, rigoro. No rio. Rigoro. Isura marozo. Rigoro. No fitirigi. Rigoro no chese. Ema rigoro. No rio. Rigoro. Igbo Igbo. Igbo Igbo birikweni yo. Ọtụtụ ọma. Ehihie ọma. Depending your time zone. Anyị ga-adị ka echi. Maka na echi adịghị agwụ ọgwụ ka anyị na-agwa ya. Ọ bụrụ na isonyebụ. What are you waiting for? Click the like button. Subscribe, comment, share. If anyị na-ekwu na nke ikpeazụ onye eluwe. If you are just coming across our channel for the very first time, you are welcome. This is Kelena TV. We are live and we are direct, bringing you the gospel of redemption by your doorstep. If I ain't a common sense, the reason I'm going to marry for got school. I just want to make common sense as always. Frank, Norian, Amakabele. Tina Norian, Amakabele. Anebu Achara. Achara Nedo, Norian, Amakabele. Tina Norian, Asatina, greetings from here. Amakabele. Amakabele. Asatina. Blessed. Blessed Amakabele. Blessed alike. Norian. Ifine, Norian, USB pilots. Greetings from here. Norian, Obunna, Norian, Boss, Norian, greetings from here. Omakamele. Anebu Achara, Norian, Dalo. You all are welcome to Kelena TV. If today is your first time coming across our channel, you are welcome. Then on our Facebook, kindly join us. Na Twitch or YouTube as we move. Kindly join us. Na Twitch or YouTube. Thank you. Yes. I can't see I see any other. Do I see any accuracy? That boy have to come to Twitch. I did it. I think maybe he was watching some art ago. I did the same thing. The idiot laughed. After I did it, the Okokana church. How these guys even if I did it, the guy bust laugh. How many of them say YouTube na even because that in YouTube na what you went project create ya Twitch. And as government have it, Twitch have a platform where it create radios, you know, stream live. Unlike YouTube and India, our number of subscribers you get before you can actually stream. So I did it yesterday. The only could bust into laugh. See, I think at here, last, he go come to YouTube because of Calendar TV. Okay, get right here YouTube because of Calendar TV. Okay, all you get download Twitch. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did to them. If I had known the first dollar, the envelope was have met Simon ever in the making. I am telling you, I learned some certain things from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I will remember them. Ngozi Narian. Oh, if I come Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never forget. Oh yeah, all you old goose that is on Facebook. Oh yeah, come to YouTube, come and watch me. He will just shut it down. So I noticed. Now on Facebook where every time another idea is long notes. Let him come to YouTube. That's lucky. Lucky now. If I ain't a hatred adria. If I ain't a envy adria. If I ain't a jealousy adria. If I ain't a I had the area because now we're position or post I ain't a target. If I ain't a I had the area that okay or Okarafo will recognize us. No. We are only doing that we know to be truth. Getting on social media. That is just all. No bad feelings. That is just all. Today, before we go and listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's clip, that clip is less than 2 minutes, but very powerful. And the idea now, you already are joining what is happening today. That is very struggle. You cannot know real. But before then, there is something I would like to read out from Vanguard by Sit at Home. This is from Vanguard News by Sit at Home. Sit at home has come to stay for diverse reasons. Traders, if I was defending as what they would, Sit at home has come to stay for diverse reasons. By Mwambweze Okonkwo. Onitsha traders at the Onitsha main market in Anambra State have said the Monday sit at home practice has come to stay for various reasons, despite recent directives by the state government urging a return to normal trading activities. This comes barely a week after Governor Chukwuma Soludo directed traders to abandon the sit-at-home mentality and the open shops at Onitsha main market and the other major markets in the city. However, observations on Monday showed poor compliance with the directive. Findings revealed that less than 20% of traders opened their shops, while commercial activities remained largely stagnant due to the absence of customers. And on-the-spot assessment shown that on average, and only about 3 shops per line were open across the expensive market between 10 o'clock a.m. and the official closing time of about 5 p.m. Chairman of the Onitsha main market, Chief Chidioke Obalugo, declined to comment on the situation, stating that he had nothing to say on the development. I also know what you okay. Speaking to journalists, a trader, Mr. Emeka Ozibo, said many traders would need time to adjust before resuming Monday trading. Nothing that some have already adopted Monday as a day of rest or for meetings. According to him, fear of attacks by non-state actors remains a major concern as many traders believe such group could become more violent despite the government assurance. Some traders are still afraid, others are keeping the seat at home to show solidarity with Nnamdi Kanu, even though IPOB has distanced itself from the Monday sit-at-home order. Otibo said some traders were overheard insisting that the sit-at-home would continue regardless of government directives, urging that those seeking to end it should channel their efforts towards securing the release of the detained IPOB leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. A legal practitioner in Onitsha, Mr. O.J. Obasi Esquire, said the situation wasn't allowing the state government decision to shut the market for 1 week. All these people, no, official, no, Chidubem, no, Justin, no, one of the fine I go. If I na-agụ ka ife ọ na-egosi gị na ndị be anyị that have not claimed to be freedom fighters, that they are, some of them, they are more reasonable than those so-called freedom fighters. That is the no. If ọ na-egosi gị bụ na ndị be anyị, some ndị be anyị, they are more reasonable than those that claim to be freedom fighters. Some of them have given reasons why they are continuing the sit at home. Now, for me, talk about Giga of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Manandez and about freedom fighters, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of Rapakas lawyer in our fifth edition. Let's continue to read. Before the announcement of the 1 week closure by Governor Solu, the people were going about their businesses without fear. But after the proclamation, fear and the uncertainty crept in and they discouraged traders further, he said. Obas advised government at all levels to allow residents to go about their lawful activities without intimidation. Our people are hardworking. Nobody wants to be caught in a web of chaos. People are simply trying to survive, he added. This is from a trader and Esquire, one lawyer like that. Those traders, they are declaring their solidarity with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yet, they have not claimed to be freedom fighters. But those that have claimed to be freedom fighters, they are the people fighting that very sit at home. The only means, the only thing I can get at Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But when you listen to them, they will profess love. They will tell you how he is their onion. They will tell you how he is their supreme leader. They will tell you how he is their supreme commander. Mana, what are you doing? Diego Simboa, no one have your supreme commander, nothing. Even if that's your supreme commander, Sege Pose, Esiamba, or Desmond, no Oriental. Oh, what if I have in a that's your supreme commander, Sege Pose. They say no. You are doing this thing out of love. You are doing this thing because of pride he is paying. Okay, what's he going on? Or no, some of you are not why opposite. Can the government just tell him to go? Oh, he come on so no possible because of no feel pay no. Whereas young one may carry your burden. You are not interested in even Najabuga. Manager want interested of what you are going through. Oh, if a gabo or what is Yamba. Now the reason he Jamie Fabo because of the price he is paying. Yarapu go decide here. History is made. And I make history ever. Overall, sir, I had a because he understand maybe you know not very difficult somehow. They say, how about young about they are very difficult. Divine and not very difficult. So over if you have at times or second now what happened if I see how you do paper. I know what you are going through. Because of that, oh my head and Jennifer. You don't know but what do you have? Immediately ask the opposite or no opposite. That's your supreme leader. Nothing. So what if you generated there? Man, ụfọdụ ndị na-azụ afịa ka kwechiri na fa ga na-azụ na fa na-azụ na fa ga-eji ya wee na-echeta ya. Ọ bụrụ na ị chọọ ka afịa mepe on Monday ka afịa iri ka amaba nkwụ ka ịfụ celebration on Mondays. Ị ga-afụ ebe on Monday na ebe niile a na-azụ afịa. Ị ga-aṅụ mmanya, ị ga-aṅụgide mmanya daa. Ọ bụ nnọọ na ị chọrọ ka ị mara na ndị be anyị emewuru ife jos rapụ ya ịrapụrụ anya ụbọchị ahụ Monde pụta na ebe ọbụla a na-eme mmechi ị ga-ahụgide mme daa si na ịṅụzi esi na ọ bụ ntu a ka ndị a just try it and see what ndị be anyị is capable of. But no, the truth is that some of them don't really know what love is all about. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is paying the price because he loved the Bible so much. Mazi Nnamdi is paying the price because he loved the Bible so much. Those that they love, Father, love, we are back. Yakoji John afia kuya no ka na-ekwu ya ndị afia bụ ndị na-ekwu ya like that. Now there is something I will show you. This is from Ross Okomoko, Ross Troublemaker. Let us read from Ross. This one is from Ross. Now is the time to know the group that has been working, giving the real order for a particular purpose. Thank you, Biafrans, for obeying the sit-at-home order. From inception, there are groups who fights and the others receive the glory. But in all, it is still in our own determination. Yes, I have the news too. I have the news. He also carry the man matter for head. As an overall, the way I see on the social media, the rumor allegedly, as an overall, he consult na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ga-anọ and na ife dị ebu n'ofu ga-eme nọ iko nsọ bụ onye buru ya and ya wetara ife mere iko nsọ ewuteghị ya. That is love. That is love. Ọ nwere ndị ga-abụ ọ bụrụ onye ndu isiri ili awa onye ndu mụ awa na onye ndu isiri ịwa onye ndu mụ awa na ka nna wee o nwere ike ọ bụrụ iji ọgwụ agwọ o nwere ike ọ bụrụ iji ọgwụ disapia onye ndị ya na-awakwa awa ma the news have it na ọ bụ nwanne anyị nwoke a Ikonso that Ikonso stood his ground, made sure na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu pụrụ ụlọ ahụ no megidekwara chọ fụ na osiri obodo bụ ngụpụ a. That is love. That is love. Not all these fake loves. They're everywhere. And what do you have? People that have such love and I can't give up against them. That is our problem. The stupidity of this COG. They are always good in fighting their own to stand still. The stupidity of this COG. Every people they fight their own warrior to stand still. Yakafati were fighting the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, make them meeting, gang the all. Aga Kenya, Gaburi Abata. Oka nwere any Igbo group, ndị Igbo agbakọta nwa ọnụ si na ntụ esi wee gakọta ọnya from Kenya na ntụ esi wee golu ya. For that reason, na onye enwere ibe to answer. Na ife abụ the position of anyị bụ ụmụnne ya bụ ndị Igbo. Nobody. The spirit of Ebuedike na Ogono syndrome that have dealt with us. Ebuedike na Ogono syndrome. Ebuedike na Ogono syndrome. Why must it be you? Anyị na-ewepụsị ndị siri ike, ndị fụrụ anyị n'anya. One by one. Gradually we are becoming helpless. Gradually we are becoming vulnerable. The only people I know now who talk at it. Like Elena TV, that have no strength, that have no power. The only power here, like this social media. This is my social medium. That is what we have now. Talkatives. We are always good in fighting our own. Use Igbo to fight Igbo. Use Igbo to destroy Igbo. Use Igbo to get Igbo. No. It has to stop. That is love from one night worker. Ikonso. He stood his ground to get him back to make sure na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na-esave ya. Oh, no, by today, onye media, na onye ndị mmụọ awakwa. O mezie ka ikwuo na phone na udo. Gama o mezie ka ikwuo na phone. Mma boy, o mezie ka ikwuo. Divide and conquer. If I be paid you better ime. And the thing is really dealing with us. The stupidity of this COG, if we can remove it from us, then whatever we seek, we get. But not very, very difficult. Our stupidity the much. Go to abroad. Everybody pray the only COG. Look at it very, very well. Only COG. Yes, one year abroad. Onye isi ojii ga-atụrụ nwanne ya eke etipia one year. In fact, you could have got no, but we have. Do you know the worst part? By the end they see me at the end of the day, the same I kept on eating the same I can never literally. I'm a one man. I'm a one man in the street there. The guy that I offered you over there. And the guy that I over there was this man already have on our with the new OG. So new OG man a true yawan. Naba made no the elite. Or when you get the mad now. If we don't go more beer. No one is in a buy a second man. Give on that man. In fact, the team made the guy was born about the man. That man, after the year, Ian and Mazi were a Kenyan man now. 20. The man of your second of 50. A Kenyan 20. That man of your second of 50. From 50. At times, see what I said 50, the man who share the money. On your anger. The mother produce the man no. At times, say, came at 20 or 100. He was say 100 for. But don't you get the money on your anger. Maybe why you now understand. Or is it difficult? New word you not because new word you know is go back. Then another on your back now spring up. Now walk back with the new word. Yaman on we see you. No one buy also have spring up now by in the back. Or what is the again the government or that you are the back? Or to again. Then on your buy a colizia cake. Gazette Piaya. Every poor name at 30 years imprisonment. Everywhere name at 30 years. Very old man, Ojim Pagana. Then what happened? Only get away to be nobody. Because hopefully you know Tipiano and car, which is now is your job. You want your voice. If I'm not able, the stupidity of this huge. Everybody can have Bono syndrome. If I didn't never see you, obviously, your phone, but the she shared for those in Baba Street. Or was you on your military gas or no folk and getting out of court? Was it another one or two? On your report, what to Ogia? Ogia for the never whoever Tipia the person. Oh, yeah, real water. Then make it back end of the day, what happened? I can never broke. Toyanga, Yabia also and Gamata son over because over the Antonia, there were them gadget, Jarico and even. In other, if I tell about the stupidity of this huge, especially in Divo, everybody can of bonus syndrome. I need the good, our own best. And you did your that is what is dealing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. The stupidity of this huge before the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ever today. The stupidity of this huge. Let me show you something. The stupidity of this huge in general. Now look at this. This is from Ross. Now is the time to know the group that has been working, giving the real order for a particular purpose. Thank you, Biafrans, for obeying the sit-at-home order. From inception, there are groups who fight and the others receive the glory. That is normal. But in all, it is still in our own determination. Now, on Ross not sit at home. On not sit at home. If I had the stupidity of some this huge. On not sit at home. Now let us watch. This is Ross.
I want to now. I want to now. Mama, the
I can't put your one. Ihe n'igwe kwuru na ọ bụ ya ga-eme onye pụrụ ikpuchi ọnwa kara aka m aka ekpuchi ọnwa mee the stupidity of ndị isi ojii. If we can hearken to this voice and be changed, all the difficult because many of them will hear that voice. You can imagine the stupidity of onye isi ojii. Ọ chọrọ nwere onwe o, but he will tell you na ọ bụrụ na ọ bụrụ maazị Kpakpakwu ga-eweta nwere onwe aka maka ọ ya. That is the stupidity of this COG that we are talking about. The stupidity of this COG. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu give order. Let the sit at home stop. You are only interested to the one that will favor you. How about the one that will favor him? What are you going to do to make sure nothing? Your own. The stupidity of this COG. Ya ka mmadụ ga-eji dapụta sị gị na ọ bụrụ na ọ bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ga-eweta nwere onwe kama ka ọ bara ya. That is the stupidity of ndị COG. And some people are listening. Ị chọrọ nwere onwe. Ọ bụrụ na ọ bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ga-eweta ya kama ka ọ gara ịbịa. The stupidity of ndị COG. Ị chọrọ nwere onwe. Ọ bụrụ na ọ bụ Mazi Kpakpakwu ga-eweta ya, you are going to become saboteur. The stupidity of onye COG. Oh, he declared Biafra. For the fact now, Dr. Ngozi Orameze did this document. For the fact now, Dr. Ngozi Orameze to choose people to work with. In fact, for the fact now, Dr. Ngozi Orameze born in issue ID, going to become a teamer. I am going to discourage our people not to go and obtain their ID. In fact, the stupidity of this COG. United we stand. Divided we fall. This COG, we are so stupid.
Engine makeup mama AI original engine makeup. Because no man can got in. Acham national sit at home na cancel here. So I was actually put on Monday. I'm gonna like what I sit at home because government. I am a man I sit at home. Somebody here man sit at home. I'm gonna have one Monday. I'm gonna do this weekend.
Hear this, though. Okay. Sit at home and put call across. Put call across. They have really adjusted. They have adjusted. Sit at home and very powerful. I'm a businessman. I'm a businessman. Ama m na ndị be anyị ata n'ahụhụ ndị be anyị na-ata ahụhụ year to year. Ebe ị pụrụ na-azụ aka na the only thing dị eme na ebe a mere mmechi bụ on Sunday. That Sunday is not enough. Mmadụ inweta enough rest. Stress dị na be anyị abụrụ what you can actually compare with ife dị abroad. Stress dị na be anyị dị much. And those stress bụ ife na-eti ndị mmadụ n'ike. So ndị be anyị abịakwa n'ebe n'anya on Sunday aga church zuo obere ike, on Monday enwee meeting fụkọrịa ndị mmadụ. Our people have really adjusted to it. Stress dị na be anyị dị much. As I'm telling you, stress dị na be anyị dị much. All the much. Look at him back. God.
Up to now, nobody opened his or her shop. So, I need to really bury I am. Okay, I'm going to no, every year she discount.
Do well and touch the right button.
I work with an man. Man, we do the shop. Fair them. I hear.
So I'm gonna watch this video now. And if Ross there, Ross is against the cancellation of the seat at home with his right hand. Let me read it again. Now is the time to know the group that has been working. Now is the time to know the group that has been working, giving the real order for a particular purpose. Thank you, Biafrans, for obeying the sit at home order from inception. There are groups who fight and the others receive the glory. But in all, it is still in our own determination. So Ross is against the cancellation. In other words, the stupidity of this COG. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that the stupidity of this COG is greater than slavery. I am telling you. Bechika, no, he said it. But I am going to show you another stupidity of this COG. Another stupidity of this COG. You know, some hours ago, we were telling you how they are giving excuses. Oh, this election, some villages, there is no network there. So for that reason, Omambo computer transmission. Excuse Vananya. Excuse me. Excuse Vananya, network area in some villages. And we were asking them here. Those villages network they have. The representative in Abuja. And their representative in Abuja. And they put a network Abiana village here, and they're only comfortable with it. Those villages network what they got, or the other states, they even the state government in Ghana to make sure the network there. That village they put a network out there, under state government, under local government. What is the local government doing to make sure na internet, running water, motorable road, not hospital, clinic, no, they're in there. Nothing. Manage an excuse in a federal. And we were telling you that this poverty, they orchestrated it. They are not there to pull you out of poverty. They want you to remain there so that they can be using it to their own advantage. Leaders. And when we were saying it, that yesterday, the Senate gathered and they supported that the vote must go on. Electronics, that is it. Now I got to vote for electronics, no man using manual record. Because people, there are no protests. So what question is here? No, I got to electronics. No man using manual. You know what? Now, come and watch this. The stupidity of this COG. Come and watch the stupidity of this COG. If I'm a state governor, according to this video, it alleged this S-handle. This is the road and the bridge that Governor Reverend Pastor Alia of Benue State passed through when he went to have an on-spot assessment after recent attacks in Anwuse in the Kwande part of Benue State. This man and then LS Oti were sworn in on the same day. He have to bridge over now. Never Governor Reverend Pastor. After Governor Reverend Pastor. Governor Reverend Pastor. Or Reverend Pastor. Even at the wickedness, they know where to go. I was sitting never pastor. I was sitting never reverend. Even the young one, reverend pastor. I can't worry for me and live a if you like, bring Jesus of Nazareth there. Oh, he came off man at one state as state governor. The next governor, that's what we are seeing. Obviously, Jesus of Nazareth, where my president, a man at church, or what he fought the It is not about reverend, it is not about pastor. It's about the system and the wickedness that followed these people. Immediately you become governor. Immediately you become onion and onion. You will automatically become a demon. Governor, reverend, pastor. Governor, reverend, pastor. Or pastor. Bazim church or pastor. Bazim preaching organ in the church. Pray to Jesus. Pray to Jesus. To your governor. Let him perform well. Man, another location from Abuja every month. Look at the state, the street, on in the village, every time. Reverend Pastor. And it will come over. Oh, I want to pay them over the bongo. If a reverend pastor, Gaban Odiosa, and yet he is not doing anything to make sure no the motor from Libya. Bazim Mobe when you see a young Gariziosa, a reverend pastor, a reverend pastor. Watch. Then a bridge. Away from bridge. State governor. Ever now, Anna, what is here? Electronically, alarm now starts ever. Age ever, read the election. Age ever to vote. Learn a bridge in then to vote. Learn a bridge in Dana might not start. Until Bongolians are ready. If we perish, we perish. Nothing good will come out of it. Until party ready. Sin for the fact that you want news happening. Only with the one boss, only to one happening. We don't want to see anybody. Let us suffer like this bridge. Go down that we are suffering. Why must we claim to have a governor or a government, yet we are suffering this way? We are not going to continue. If I get that is the mentality. If all follow it, more than continue, actually vote now. Some people here will volunteer themselves. They will become a willing to use your ballot box, finally go from Abuja or from state government. Care those villagers. Five that will vote, a ballot box, but also. Name propaganda about the next 8 years. Until you stand your ground on what you forget. This you. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say that's boy. Until you stand your ground, nothing will change. I get messy. I sit at home. No, just go and write it down. No, I get the civil disobedience. You know, go see. Negative. Let's go back. Let us on back. Let us the state governor back. State governor. State governor. Let us the state governor back. All of that, you. On a Abuja. na the country. Talk more of being in this village. On when any of his relatives even use this road, yet I have to vote in Osa. Ndebi Noza were representative in Abuja. Ndebi Noza na Potasa. The truth of the matter, if Bongorians don't learn now, they can never learn again. Now, Potas. You can hear Bongorian man. A Bongorian knows nothing. A Bongorian know nothing. Makuyebu no no na Potas. Makuyebu na Potas. American Potas. Over the Potas. You are not paying tax like in the over the also. Yet, only few were in enjoy like them. Fast of even have my nose tax electronically. Manufacture okay to vote electronically. You must be able to tax. In Japan, they have to go see me began. In matter for the fact that they have tax as a citizen, they were right to ask for accountability. For the fact that you have tax as a citizen, you have right to ask question and someone all their duty in the answers in our tax. Why is the in our tax they use your dosa? Why is the in our tax they use your dosa? We got our tax in a use your dosa. Now you are paying tax, they can't pay use your dosa. It is an error. It is an error. I am telling you. The Bible says something that you shall know the truth. And that truth you know will set you free. That is the truth that was castigating Dr. Ngozi some hours ago. He don't know. As somebody now needs our workers. On policies America now. She can write to American government asking them this policy will know where nekwa if a policy game norum and ndị na ụgwọ enwere workers no under me. How do you expect me to manage it with these policies now? Then the Obodo will now explain and they tell her the reason why they introduce this thing, and they will even tell her to try and adjust and adapt to it. She have right to complain on our us. But what do you have? Some idiots there, they don't understand. You must be able to know our us. You must be able to know a meeting, you want now a meeting. In a meeting, you want village meeting, now a meeting. Huh? You don't know. Now, let's continue. ARA sitting governor. At least over no na reverend pastor Aporia, no reverend Nazia. I am telling you, over no reverend pastor Nazia, no reverend the last pastor Nazia, immediately only use this road. Immediately he must commence all at this bridge. Commence your on this bridge. Gini go Gary. Commence your on a bridge here. Commence your noza. Nandia putas. Nda merit to play something good. They have merit something better than this. But Bongorians don't know their right as citizens in our tax. Tomorrow now they will tell you, oh, Donald Trump will come here. Donald Trump will now to taxpayers able. Oh, Nataya will come here. Nataya will now to taxpayers able. But you are a taxpayer, and they are not afraid of you. I continue with the greetings from here. So we must continue preaching this gospel of redemption. Everything we did from when Abutas and now, from when Ghana Abutas and now in Abutas. The stupidity of this youth. No. And yes, and cat about highway, never some years. But Galam Lee, you all are Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And those are highway. To compare to some years. Nah, is here for good years. Come on. Yeah. And those are highway to compare to other roads. Everything is in this Twitch. So super chat is also here. Yes, the super chat has been activated. Manaka Menaya, only to put the so that I will see how it works. Everything in the app is up and running. You are very correct. Very, very correct. That is law. That is what truth can bring. The idiot was laughing to Gelena TV. Now, Twitch is up and running. And I tell you, I love this Twitch because immediately subscribe. That is immediately I registered. I was allowed to stream live. If I have enjoy, you have to wait until you get how many views before you can stream. No. The stupidity of NDCOG is what you are seeing here. As an entire highway to compare to other road. Yeah. As an entire highway, look at it. And when the world is talking about climate change, we even join in discussing climate change. Instead of listening to it, tell us where we go from. Nah, don't come here. When the world sits and begin to talk about climate change, look at dust. Ever the world they discuss climate change. Over there was not there. That was not there. That was not there. It was never listening to our decisions. A kind of people go from that discussion. What are you discussing about climate change? What do you know? What are you practicing? Nobody that don't. How many times that people doctors, TV, telling you they do and they don't, educating you, telling you about hygiene, telling you about some certain areas, telling you about how to prevent yourself, how to protect yourself from some certain areas. What are you proud of? That you are proud of Korea. Huh? When people talk about climate change, they want to discuss climate change. Our governors are trying. Even under my even danger. You got to go. I was able to only has an highway to compare to other regions. Those are highway. That is 4 lane. How about 4 lane? Yeah. Hey God. As the nose about 4 left to compare with other region. The stupidity of this COG and the syndrome. If we must make progress, if we must see progress, we must abandon the spirit of Ebuedikono syndrome. I want to the fourth Mazi Nnamdi Kanu until Onronima Ebuedikono syndrome. The stupidity of this COG. The fourth Mazi Bantoku, the only voice anywhere similar to that of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Different voice entirely from what we used to hear from our politicians. Different voice entirely. Today, actually, the Mazi Bantoku and they watched him a sentence. Today, they are parading somebody before you, somebody who is yet to study and understand the case of Mazi Nnamdi. They presented him to you. The wickedness of this COG, the stupidity of this COG. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that it is greater than slavery. The stupidity of this COG is greater than slavery. Ndị ọcha nwere ike na-eme ya na-eme na ya amara. Mana ndị COG anyị dị wu. Okay. Oh yeah, they want to be more close. Now, let us go to another. If I am available, the wickedness and the stupidity of this COG, and they want the world to take them serious. Nobody will take you serious. And the less I forget, it has been reported that Donald Trump not sent the good 200 ndị ọgba mbọ to obodo Bongo. Ka e wee train ndị dị n'obodo Bongo. 200 ndị ọgba mbọ. I don't know how true this video is. It has been alleged that this is a garage of a governor. This news is on social media, so I don't know how true it is. This is a garage of one man. The stupidity of this COG. Only this garage, yet poverty can over there. The stupidity of this COG. Watch.
Ka gidan bindi
One
alƙura ka yi gidan shi mai kyau gashi nan
kaga gidan
bindi da hankali kana gani ma gidan mai kuɗi ne kwaton wani yana ciki ko
one man garage. The stupidity of this COG.
tariyar ba shi
gidan wani wannan wana
bindi in na gaida shi kuɗi zai bani ba wannan miliyan 3 ba zai baka
mata 100 ma zai aura maka
mata 100 ma zai aura mu
shine waye
gidan bindi sas alimodu sharif
senator
alimodu sharif
senator alimodu sharif
sas bindi
so nawa ya senator shi
sau biyu nake gani
so biyu
ya gana ta boss
yayi gwamna ko bai ba
yayi
The wickedness of this COG.
ya gidan nashi
ka gidan bindi
Watch.
alƙura
The stupidity of this COG.
alƙura
The
ka yi
government
gidan
of
shi
the
mai
church
kyau
of Waya.
gashi nan
kaga gidan
Obodo ana kawo.
kana gani ma gidan mai kuɗi ne
If I want to get from this one, the one where you see, over by two are different states. Over by two are different states. Over by all of the one two. Okay, one area. The stupidity and the wickedness of this COG. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na the stupidity of this COG is the worst than if everyone gets slavery. Oh my God, wickedness. Whether this only COG, only COG, The stupidity of Ndisi. Please do well and touch the like button. Do well and share this program. Very, very important. Ebuedike na Obono syndrome, it has dealt with us. They are fighting Dr. Ngozi Okonjo tooth and the nail. More than a fight, they succeed now. The stupidity of Ndisi. They are demons. Watch.
yana ciki ko yana cikin tariyar ban shanga
gidan wani wannan wana
bindi in na gaida shi kuɗi zai bani ba wannan miliyan 3 ba zai baka
mata 100 ma zai aura maka
mata 100 ma zai aura
shine waye
gidan bindi sas alimodu sharif
senator
alimodu sharif
senator alimodu sharif
sas bindi
so nawa ne senator shi
sau biyu nake gani
so biyu
ga ta boss
ya gwamna ko bai ba
yayi
yau ka gidan bindi
yau na ga gidan bindi
ya gidan nashi
ka gidan bindi
Bazilemu.
alƙura ka yi gidan shi mai kyau gashi nan
kaga gidan
bindi dan kare kana gani ma gidan mai kuɗi ne
Bazilemu.
kwaton wani yana ciki ko yana cikin tariyar ban shanga
gidan wani wannan wana
bindi
Bazilemu.
na gaida shi kuɗi zai bani ba
Bazilemu.
wannan miliyan 3 ba zai ba
Obodo na-akwụ fuel subsidy. Obodo na-akwụ subsidy na ọkụ a na-akwụ subsidy. Ọ dị ka na-akwụ subsidy n'ịntanetị. The wickedness and the stupidity of Ndisi Oji. And you wonder why the obodo ji wee nọrọ ebe ọ nọ. And you wonder why the citizens ji agbaka to travel abroad. And you will come and blame ndị ọcha. Oh, they are changing their policy for change. The stupidity of Ndisi Oji. So you have a vibe with the paper. The stupidity of Ndisi Oji far helpless to the point in Kebana fail protect their own citizen. America, tomorrow they will come. Oh, this Jesus is saying. Oh, this Jesus you are preaching all the time. Our ancestors are this. Where is your ancestors? Ancestors to come and save you. Mano one day is coming to save you. They preach like Jesus. That was there. That Okoronko must be respected. And yet they are going to say respect for Okoronko. Mananding God that came to save you. Their own respect was really high. What have you done to make sure they save souls? Because only game America when they send them a mother. For the person about them the mother is an evidence that you are a failure. You have failed as government. Your primary duty is to protect lives and property. They are sending you saviors from America. So if I go to you second of your creator, not take it like that. The reason why you were there, you failed. In what intelligence report, but what if you get German at the end of the day, you work against it. The stupidity of Ndisi Oji and the why we must abandon that stupidity if we must make progress. America, send 200 troops to Obodo. America, the one should be careful because 200 troops are send now. But what are these same military and they go the information? I want to fight you. What do you okay? Now, let us go and listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. From there, we will connect it to program of Eggman or white painted hair woman. Careful the stupidity of Ndisi Oji. When you listen to this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's voice, when you listen and listen and listen, you will not be surprised why what is happening today is happening. I am telling you. Now, come and listen. Please touch the like button if you haven't done that. Listen to this voice. Listen to this voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
What we are doing with IPOB and Biafra has never been done in Africa before.
What we are doing have never been done in Africa before. Follow Okwu step by step. It has never been done in Africa before. Never. What we are doing have never been done in Africa before. What Kelenda TV is doing here now, maybe it has never been done. I know when on our go why, my other man, my need change. No, when do I need a big garden man? I need change. It has never been done in Africa before. What we are doing has never been done in Africa before. Listen.
Nelson Mandela fought white people.
Nelson Mandela fought white people. Nelson Mandela fought white people. People that is reasonable. People that is not that selfish. People that is not that demonic. People that is sensible. People that is reasonable. People that is not self-centered. Nelson Mandela fought Ndiocha. Listen.
Azikiwe fought white people for independence.
Azikiwe fought Ndiocha. People that is reasonable. People that is understandable. People that have dignity. People that is disciplined. People that have conscience. Huh? Ndiocha. Listen.
Nkrumah saying, what we are fighting is the stupidity of the black man in Africa. And that is a greater demon to slay than just fighting a mere mortal. So the battle we are...
The stupidity in Onisioji is a greater demon than what you have against slavery. The stupidity, the Onisioji is a greater demon than what you have during slavery. I don't get slavery. All on Onisioji, where go na Galibat, where go na Chiwaran chiefs, where go na the stupidity of Onisioji is greater than even during slavery. All anyone, Jiriaka facilitated the slavery. They are fought the Ocha, there is no. Let me take it back. Listen again, uninterrupted.
What we are doing with IPOB and Biafra has never been done in Africa before. Nelson Mandela fought white people. Azikiwe fought white people for independence. Nkrumah saying, what we are fighting is the stupidity of the black man in Africa. And that is a greater demon to slay than just fighting a mere mortal. So the battle we are engaged in is enormous. And I pray.
Sorry, I was thinking. Sorry about that. CJ, no, I'm going to take it back. Listen to this thing. You were just no one. I haven't got one before. And can you we are not disciplined. Oh, when you go to the channel before, of how stupid and unreasonable you are. Oh, what you can forget. No mind. Now, let me take it back. Pay very close attention. What's here very important? The stupidity of this COG, if what are even today, Jamal. Listen.
What we are doing with IPOB and Biafra has never been done in Africa before. Nelson Mandela fought white people. Azikiwe fought white people for independence. Nkrumah the same. What we are fighting is the stupidity of the black man in Africa. And that is a greater demon to slay than just fighting a mere mortal. So the battle we are engaged in is enormous. And I pray so too will be the greater the glory.
Listen to it again. OCID. Then you will join what is happening today.
What we are doing with IPOB and Biafra has never been done in Africa before. Nelson Mandela fought white people.
No, I'm going to fight white people. And you want to fight in this COG. Oh, I told you, ever again, I want to the last miracle. This COG, some of us, the demonic. Some of us, vamos. On a go in the fight in the Ocha. Over the Ocha and Navarro. That the sign on treaty with Obodo go 100 years. Now they discuss here the unity of Obodo after 100 years. Fast sign, fast now, whatever. Since you whoever inspired to tell you how demonic this COG is. Or can when anyone no one documented the Oga. Can you take this document to Naya? Can you madam? If eti krono bobuda more let us access the progress. Let us access the unity. Let us access this strength in diversity. Kaimakene Maya sign another document. Kanyaga a mega reforce reintroduce another thing. No, the Ocha the more reasonable, more sensible. They signed it, knowing fully well that this is not demonic. After signing it, after coming and spy, until today, now let us look at this document. But they are waiting for Onyocha to come and they bring the document in top. They are waiting for Onyocha to come and lead the way for them now. If Onyocha no come to lead the way, we cannot reason. If Onyocha no come to lead the way for us, it is difficult for us to reason. Ndị handri obodo bụ ngo to them Nnamdi Azikiwe ha father akwụkwọ and everybody know. Why is it that no nwere ọ bụrụgodị na Britain wepụ ya oke na ọrụ anyị ịkpọfa wetata akwụkwọ oke na ọrụ anyị ka ọ bụ ịkpọfa na o mere akwụkwọ dịnị wetata akwụkwọ. But what you have, some people is helping them. Some people is helping them to make sure. No, no, Sorry about that. Listen to the message.
What we are doing with IPOB and Biafra has never been done in Africa before. Nelson Mandela fought white people. Azikiwe fought white people for independence. Nkrumah the same. What we are fighting is the stupidity of the black man in Africa.
The stupidity of Ndisi. All that stupidity of Ndisi. Can I have a fellow Onisi na Abambo Kamuro with ya? About your war. Stupidity of Ndisi. Oh yeah, with a fanchani negi, Chija Bakoy plan. Gary declared Biafra to generate document. Today, they have turned against that document. Nearly. Just a step to where they are going back. They are falling back. Falling deep. Just a step to where because it has been really clear. Can we do this? That spirit, that strength, march forward to know this document I need. Going forward. No, they are going, they have abandoned the document. They are going back. The stupidity of this huge. I got a declaration. Fair whatever idea. Whatever idea, Tyrian or now this ID no. In fact, I can't guess what here. They hardly use the ID over there. No, but that very ID yeah, they use. They don't want to encourage you to get the ID. They want you to go back when you were empty. Just like me in Emenjem now. Gagi them now. Offer already by Lagos. All of a sudden, mother is here by the break by Lagos. So no. Nava your village. And then man in your village. No, can make it difficult. You're going to go again. The stupidity of this UG, if we go to ID, where ID, not just ID, also that this ID now may accept online. You will get it. Now this thing be useless. What is the need? But this very ID, and if we register something online, and they accept. Common sense, Garabagi. If they can actually accept this ID. That is to say, na into a passport. Na fact can accept. They say no. They want you to return to when you don't even have plan of having ID. The stupidity of this huge. That is why one never that has nothing to do with Umwerowe. Fana fight the acknowledgement of her letter. Fana fight here. The same people who have to celebrate the employment abroad. That has nothing to do with Imuro. That has nothing to do with Bongo. Manabongorians are celebrating her because it is a Bongorian. Manandebanye don't want to celebrate her because of their stupidity and their hatred. Some of these people, when I tell you that they are more deadly than Bongorians, they are more deadly than Bongorian politicians, some of you will not understand. Instead of embracing it, now more than 191, our DPM, no many fat, it is organized. One day, no more. No, they want to fight. The stupidity of this huge. If we don't go what ID no. What's again in Arab ID? Get it on. Fast for slavery, on that slavery. Narego. Listen. Join this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with what is happening today. And when the document. Fast second bow. Doko get it. Get it. Get up. Listen.
What we are doing with IPOB and Biafra has never been done in Africa before. Nelson Mandela fought white people. Azikiwe fought white people for independence, Nkrumah is saying, what we are fighting is the stupidity of the black man in Africa. And that is a greater demon to slay than just fighting a mere mortal.
You are not just fighting a mere mortal. That are more dangerous than Bongolian politicians. That are more dangerous than Bongolians. Makana, they have worked with Mazi Nnamdi from what? In fact, they have worked with IPOBDOS. Work with Mazi Nnamdi. Work under brigade, bro cabinet member, honorable members. None of us here work under USB declare. Today, in fact, Fanchani that is fighting USB declare today. Fanchani IT. Fanchani IT. All of them have ID. That is how demonic they are. For you to know that the reason why we are coming here, we are not just coming, we are coming because we know what they are capable of. If somebody who have this ID can stand his or her ground and castigate that ID as if that ID will a cost to him. Can the encouragement ndị also ga-enwe name apply on that same ID? They are demonic. The stupidity of this huge. I am telling you, this message, I listened to it this morning, I could not withstand it. I think and I know that stupidity he was talking about is what is happening today. That stupidity, but what you see that is driving this hatred, you are seeing. Bulgarians, they are celebrating Okonji Iweala. Bulgarians are celebrating. Somebody is celebrating her. All wrong with that. Abroad, let it be on record. The Bulgarian. But on the digital ID, they have turned against that ID. What does that tell you? They are demonic. They are terrible. The stupidity of this huge. This was why you were easy to conquer us. Very, very easy to conquer us. Just make him warrant chief. He will see himself higher than his brothers. He will be bringing them to the market and be selling them. The stupidity of this huge. Yeah, 200 with the help of fellow blacks. All of them fighting USB declare today. Go and check. All of them leading this attack. All of them have this ID. Show me any of them that is displaying his venomous spirit on social media against USB declare that do not have ID. Show me. All of them from A to Z, they have this ID. Tell me why we cannot be bombarding them on social media. Or those that don't have ID, at least the recognition gathered from DCG ID. Okay, see from DCG ID, then when DCG ID trying to build a strong demarcation between Hamaji ID and the Ndejiro ID. How can the Ndejiro ID get Gabazi Kiyo to get ID? When Ndeji ID is blocking access, is trying to demoralize the Ndejiro ID. You see why we are coming? You see why we cannot leave them alone? Because they want to become an obstacle between Ndejiro ID and the former GID. And we need this ID, never in abroad, need to apply for it massively. And not just applying for it, when you apply it in Yanoro. When you apply it in Yanoro. The wickedness of Ndisi, it is demonic. Listen to it. Listen to it. Why Ugo 247 doing what he's doing today? Obunneku Ugo 247 ka sack and sack. Ekwensu Ugo possess. Obunneku Ugo 247 ka webere. Why is he doing this thing? Why is white painted a woman doing this thing? In fact, Mazi Nnamdi said worse things to her by telling her Sabo on the social media. Mazi Nnamdi called her Sabo. Dr. Ngo Sorapes or what to go boy Sabo. Then why this fight? OGID. Including any man that have ID that testified before us when plan A and plan B. Plan B was meant for evil, and he followed that plan B. And he has been receiving money. Today, the Eggman of all sent OGID. OGID. All of them that have sworn to make sure that this ID and this USB that is issuing this ID, this ID, to show you how demonic they are. From the one that is calling himself ABM, he won't have this ID. Today, he have done 360 degree against this very thing. That is the demonic behavior of this youth. Listen to it. Listen to it.
What we are doing with IPOB and Biafra has never been done in Africa before.
It has never been done in Africa. Using only COG to liberate only COG, it has never been done in Africa. It has never. It has, in fact, they will rather prefer no child now 1+1 with 2. They will prefer it than listening to a fellow Onisioj. You want to teach me that you now learn from Onyocha. All of them believe that you have learned from Onyocha. But when they talk, you will think, just listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You cannot listen to this truth and remain the same. You cannot. It is not possible. The stupidity of this huge. This thing we are doing here, this liberation, Africa, liberating Africa, Onyibo liberating Onyibo, Onyisioji liberating Onyisioji, Onyisioji telling Onyisioji you are wicked. We have gone far than it has never been done in Africa before. It has never been done. We are fighting the demonic in them. We are fighting their stupidity. That is what we see happening today. It has never been done. Listen to this truth.
What we are doing with IPOB and Biafra has never been done in Africa before. Nelson Mandela fought white people. Azikiwe fought white people for independence. Nkrumah the same. What we are fighting is the stupidity of the black man in Africa. And that is a greater demon to slay than just fighting a mere mortal. So the battle we are engaged in is enormous. And I pray so too will be the greater the glory.
Listen to it again.
What we are doing with IPOB and Biafra has never been done in Africa before. Nelson Mandela fought white people. Azikiwe fought white people for independence. Nkrumah the same. What we are fighting is the stupidity of the black man in Africa. And that is a greater demon to slay than just fighting a mere mortal. So the battle we are...
We know before now, no are very difficult. You know, the most difficult. So don't be surprised when you see them. All are very difficult. Money can't stand there. Don't be surprised when you see them. Listen.
What we are doing with IPOB and Biafra has never been done in Africa before. Nelson Mandela fought white people.
Nelson Mandela fought white people. They are going to wear this.
Azikiwe fought white people for independence.
Azikiwe fought the Ocha. They are going to wear this for independence.
Independence. Nkrumah the same.
Nkrumah the same. Mane, it is your issue to liberate your issue.
What we are fighting is the stupidity of the black man in Africa. And that is a greater demon to slay than just fighting a mere mortal. So the battle we are engaged in is enormous. And I pray so too will be the greater the glory.
Now, if we go, why they are doing what they are doing? They are fighting in Ngozi Orabeze. One, part no template, Ugo 247. Since Ugo 247 know this template, why no Ugo 247 follow this template to convince us that he actually understands this template? Because Obi follow this template, we must follow him. What is stopping him from following that template? The answer is nothing. Since he knows the template, because for you to say that this one is not following the template, that is to say that you know the template. And over Arapoge, you go see that template. Arapoge, you go see the template. And a potassium. Can we convince you with that template? You fight imagine that person is no they follow the template. At least over the now quite and they go see your own template and the why we must follow you. And you're not compare. But nothing. He did not even say that a man is following template. He did not. In fact, let me go and bring you a program from White Painted Woman so that you will listen. The stupidity and the wickedness of this youth. Come and listen.
Human beings. They are probably for man nafa. Dama. No more alama jirim. When I go on, even in the days of this woman, oh my dama jirim baby Allah.
The wickedness. The neighbor is you know. Obviously, the greater Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No, the organ cable results. Or where not Saki or say there is no problem. This letter that is causing trouble, Nadia. This letter has nothing to do, as far as I am concerned, based on the write-up of Dr. Ngozi Orabeze to this letter, based on the response from this letter, it has nothing to do with Biafra. Then the question should be, why is it paying them? The reason it's paying them is because of wickedness. The stupidity of this yoji. So Dr. Ngozi Orabeze has no right again to post her private business to her hand. Eh? Or if I talk about
Flonjiga we kwe na 9 trailer Dangote. Every time I need. Flamani we kwe na trailer Dangote. And they share everywhere. All the days of this woman. Kanu Ngozi Olabugo Alamata Babaka. This nonsense you can one year watch it because of the Trump signature. Something that now only they send the message. Automatic reply machine.
Friday is company karaoke, 90s pop theme. And well, I'm something of a karaoke connoisseur.
the wickedness of this yoji be fine at here. Because if I for Dr. Ngozi Orabeze when the body do anything related to Biafra, then why is he paying them? The stupidity and the demonic nature of this yoji. Yeah?
Automatic reply machine. Which mwa wa dandem bonande gede kita mail wolo. Onye na achi obodo something. They send the even they send everybody send the message to Donald Trump. Everybody. Oh, when they say to the WhatsApp group, he sent a message or what can I do? How can I help you? Or what can I help you? Or what can you what do you want me to?
The stupidity and the wickedness of this COG that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked about from one of his videos we just watched. All of that, no one nke Biafra na udi fa Cameroon Africa before. That if you are not fighting for the stupidity of this COG, oh yeah, we're ready. We're not a good area. Another name. I fight about the only voice that is speaking on our behalf. The stupidity of this COG. Fighting it here. The only person I have to protect mandate is document whether romance ever that person can first fight here. Why is this letter making them to go gaga? Hatred and the wickedness and stupidity of this COG.
Do for you such a message automatic because so that was he said in a WhatsApp group here. I'm on some of you people never watch here. Pam because he would email Donald Trump and I yezo even somebody send you the message. And when I'm anything I could make a Biafra here. Oh, when anything make a USBG nonsense here.
And when anything they will make a Biafra here, she said it. Unlike we go 247 that came to lie. Oh, look, he said it some hours ago when we were here. No negotiation as if Diana Trump is liaising about Biafra. And the white people, woman confirmed. No one heard anything about Biafra there. Then, waiting the penny her. The stupidity and the wickedness of this COG. All confirm all here. Now, this letter, the rector has nothing to do with Biafra. Then the question is, what is now paining them? The hatred and the stupidity of this COG. That hatred and their stupidity. We felt fantasy where Finland. Declare Biafra. And she herself was shouting near when identity. Near when identity. Today, she have turned against the structure that gave her identity. That is the stupidity of this COG. Omero onyocha game. Omero. The stupidity of this COG that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked about. Yeah, all these things in front of them. If another they have their stupidity.
So now I only send the email. Gama my email ngozi send. A man know how to persecute Nigeria. As Biafra. A man know how to persecute Biafra. A man know the Donald Trump and the Christian. And when they never now saw some Muslim can. Now ndi bonari ebube. A man know even the Donald Trump. A man know the Donald Trump. Ya wakwa na anwa ekewa Nigeria. A man of the because more the genuine ones in a day, more the bad ones in a day. Need the genuine ones in a day. Nay, put a packet persecute. More the sabos, the dequa, nay, put no money for a menu, everywhere, okay. Yeah, we automatically send in a machine with the signature than a Trump. Yaka this woman who send the zombies and I'm a share. Ina ajiju say ebe keti yele Biafra. Ebe keti yele USBG.
Or did ya? There, if I am using Kedifa with your problem. Biafra had there. USBG had there. So she don't have rights even though you again. Yeah?
If I send the message with my name, the machine will reply me with my name, automatic. Donald Trump,
then what is your problem?
Donald Trump, you know, public is something, he can write anything. He send the only working at your email. I will send email to him. Oh, God, because they check email. Email Donald Trump, how they check here.
More than they check here, check. Opa, they check here, check.
Oh, well, on your worry, check all this email. Oh, no, the collected the red. Is it either government letter or the president letter or the president in a good letter the first time? Oh, when ended that letter, you go to my table. Oh, losing a table, what another Abanados bill or suppose when I first table on Abanados bill or suppose go from that place or by the good Nados bill. Then they will send out record to Mamma over the table. How many tables go you just sign the video before Lucia? Let's say get the very.
What are they doing? Fighting the only person in Nanya. The stupidity of Ndisyoji, the wickedness of Ndisyoji, says Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Not the greater than Ifeanyi Oge slavery. Listen to it again. All these things say for them, oh, because of their stupidity. This was how they gathered to fight Mazi Nnamdi until Obanga. They are now fighting Dr. Ngozi Orebeze, the only voice. The only legit voice. Legit voice. That is only when I call Listen.
We are doing with IPOB and Biafra has never been done in Africa before. Nelson Mandela fought white people. Azikiwe fought white people for independence. Nkrumah the same. What we are fighting is the stupidity of the black man in Africa. And that is a greater demon to slay than
that is a greater demon to slay.
Just fighting a mere mortal. So the battle we are engaged in is enormous. And I pray so too will be the greater the glory. What we are doing with IPOB and Biafra has never been done in Africa before. Nelson Mandela fought white people. Azikiwe fought white people for independence. Nkrumah the same. What we are fighting is the stupidity of the black man in Africa. And that is a greater demon to slay than just fighting a mere mortal. So the battle we are engaged in is enormous. And I pray so too will be the greater the glory.
This is one of the battles which all must stand together to confront. One of the battles is here. Letter that has nothing to do with them. It has nothing to do with Biafra. Mano Biofo, Bife na drive.
Very important. They lose it to Donald Trump.
But they are having a higher lawyer. And they proudly presenting that lawyer to us. And before us, the lawyer is shouting that I am not yet conversant with this case. They continue to force that lawyer down your throat. Huh?
Oh, you need to go. No, can down. And they did not for that email. Who are you to mail Donald Trump direct? Do you have Donald Trump email?
Uh-huh.
The only person that he gave Donald Trump message direct to his private email Yes, it is in a government. Marifanako. Only one for this year and in an cent.
Okay, said the recent. Represent in the friend and their friend.
In catchers, in kiddies,
The wickedness and the stupidity of this youth.
Woolity. That Trump, yeah, fair because someone go, yeah, we hear denying. He deny what you say. You must send it to he send the lily. Kaum zombie. Juruna social media. Na kinyo. Na manyisienu. Na manyenu. Abaramono nanda. Na so yibo. Juru social media. He with the dictionary English na Britain. English. With the dictionary I want to ask so happy on ABCD. They can never. Hello? Anna ba in there will be a
good afternoon from my side. Because later, the Trump with the chief of staff.
Okay.
With the chief of staff. Or let's Monday, about family, dog,
Oh, yes, please, does it mean that these lunatics cannot be sued for character assassination? Because she is irritating me. Illiteracy is a big disease. God protects USBG, Dr. Ngozi, and the cabinet members. Amen. Omaka Mali has a weeper. How did you go ahead? Espu near ya, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that the stupidity of this COG, all ya before the MHBT here. No one, obvious and record. Can you get any obvious than like Donald Trump who chief of staff. Okay.
As long as any official document, anything over must for what I got this way the other day, must go through the chief of staff. When any visitor, when anybody before he cross on office Donald Trump, office the chief of staff, office, even all the staff around that place, all of them must go through the chief of staff.
Okay.
So I go to where they can have
now even a team that even a team make a matter that na any email or ya got any through
any appointment anybody wanna go for Donald Trump must go through the chief of staff.
What of na by even the cool letter
my letter man, anything I want letter quite for the president of America, Donald J. Trump, president of the United States of America. That letter, it that Pennsylvania Avenue, that address, as long as I got to the Donald Trump, I just only give you a guy at the table, Donald Trump, the chief of staff.
Oh, when I wouldn't get the necessary.
The chief of staff, we know I have a president, I'm on email now.
Okay.
Yeah, the chief of staff, I'm not dealing with Trump.
Okay.
Appointment to see the president with the chief of staff get made the arrangement.
Okay.
Or when they the lobby say the president, the president get with time, man, an appointment. Chief of staff
hey, of which well, I can't give you a good easy because has the very easy, no automatic yes, I can do it now from here as OBS. Can the temper? It's a mobile argument to be as a but let us listen.
Okay.
Chief of staff for president of the United States of America.
Don't
had very, very powerful.
Okay.
Had very, 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 very powerful.
Don't the speaker. As a guy will agree. Don't know.
I want to come here to be this way, but I want to come here to see about why is the woman go on a fire when you GM? Obi as the way I'm on confirm no one in GM, confirm chief of staff. Bonyaga for before appointment. Eh? Because I got to go be as a I'm not chief of staff when the letter acknowledged. Come on, the computer. The letter fake because no acknowledgement from chief of staff. No appointment because you must have written letter before appointment to follow. I explained this thing some hours ago. Let's say if I go electronic generated, you must have logged into the electronic website. You can log into it. Many are something. Then when you leave, the computer will now give you what the computer has. At least as you enter, you may receive something like welcome. But when you are leaving, you will have this acknowledgement. Then from this acknowledgement, over your letter the necessary, you will now receive email over the appointment. Mananka will be as what they say. Now let me take it back. God help me.
How many people go here just sign video before lose it? Very important. They lose it to Donald Trump.
This is very cool.
This is that God na mail. Oh, you ready to go?
If I want to expect, from if I can do it now. Don't worry to GM. That was what the woman was expecting because that is her argument. Man, Obi he Obi America can actually do it now and get it and send to white people woman. Obi chief of staff. You cannot talk about chief of staff. We can chief of staff. We went the appointment. When before you want appointment, you must have written. Then maybe you get what the response, direct response from chief of staff. That is the truth. That is the truth. But what Obieze said, the from what white Benteria woman was expecting from Obieze. Listen.
No, can down. And they did that for that email. Who are you to mail Donald Trump direct? Do you have Donald Trump email?
Okay.
The only person when he killed Donald Trump.
He can actually do this thing because if I have been a white woman, not America. So Obieze in your white woman argument diabo if I am Donald Trump. Obieze now this one the first step. Now the step chief of staff. If it's the appointment with Donald Trump, because you cannot talk about chief of staff without equal canonso. If I have equal canonso, from here it will not get to chief of staff. Then chief of staff will now discuss to Donald Trump. The woman must have a meeting with you. Run for your dear life. Because I don't understand the argument of Obieze. Or the other people they would not fake. Who chief of staff? Chief of staff. Okay, this one will come first before chief of staff appointment. Appointment chief of staff of the automatic response. Because I don't understand the argument of Obieze. Listen.
Message direct to his private email. Yes, it is in a government.
Listen.
Now,
according to white woman, no more now for these things are sent. Okay, maybe let's say no one handle this email. Onya receive well, let's say Onya reach out to chief of staff. Then chief of staff was the only gap. A book with the appointment. Because only for forever, the time where you want Baroba to be near no more jack. Utino Casino Notori host over Tobia. She said something here. Now listen.
sensitive. Oh, as more you woolly. Now Donald Trump, yeah, fair because someone go ya we denying. He deny what US. He must send it to he send the lily. Kamu zombie. Juru na social media. Na kinyo. Na manyisienu. Na manyienu. Abara mono nanda. Na so yibo.
Sorry about that. So, white painted young woman was expecting OBS to come and they call this thing fake. Like this thing had real. Lefa nonsense. Lefa whatever jiaga. That was what I was expecting from OBS. And that was what white painted young woman was equally expecting. But OBS, they know put something they higher. OBS, it's like OBS is now saying that the next step should be appointment from chief of staff. Because if they can approach sex, if I make Wakanozo, then chief of staff will now acknowledge it direct to her with Donald Trump. We are just saying, you know, instead of calling this thing fake, instead of saying that this thing is useless, instead of saying that this thing does not exist, Obieze is now introducing, it's like he is introducing another step that we will be expecting. They cannot run away from the truth. No. The thing is that the network, sorry, not network, the thing I run to go down. So I have to change it. Now, listen.
You social media. He with the dictionary English na Britain English. With the dictionary I want to ask so have on ABCD. They can never
make it a habit. A 10-minute AI routine every morning. You'll be unrecognizable by Christmas. You in?
So this is how I became the most.
Hello?
What is it?
Annaba in there will be a
good afternoon from my side. Because later, Donald Trump was the chief of staff.
Okay.
I'm the chief of staff. Let's Monday, about family, my miss Haja, as long as any official document, anything I want must for what I got this way the other day, must go through the chief of staff.
Negative you. Because I don't understand if on our career. Listen.
Dictionary I want to ask so have it on ABCD. They can never. Hello?
Listen.
What is it?
Annaba in there will be a
good afternoon from my side. Because later, Donald Trump was the chief of staff.
Okay.
I'm the chief of staff. Let's Monday, about family, my miss Haja.
My argument here, Obieze in America. So, the everyone expect from Obieze in America. Now, this is fake. It does not exist. You got to now. Dr. Ngozi did not even talk anything about having an appointment. She only talked about acknowledgement. And the letter did not even talk about anything. Appointment. They appreciate Dr. Ngozi for sharing her view. Na Trump administration and policies. Now, the way they put if forget this thing. I can do this one now and send it to you. Nobody pay attention to this thing. If I can have the statement or the language of Obieze, but Obieze coming to tell you name were chief of staff. That is to say, now this acknowledgement, no, from this acknowledgement, he will put chief of staff appointment because before you go into your phone, for example, like those that put lock on their phone, screen lock. Before you operate your phone, you go unlock it and have access to the phone. In fact, before you have access to your money, you need to enter your password and have access to your money, like your bank app. So before Dr. or before anybody can actually have access to this very letter, whether automatic generated, electronically generated, manually generated, you must log in, you must comply. In other words, before you can have access to this thing, you must complain. So the complaint has been acknowledged. Obviously, the complaint, he discussed with Donald Trump, man needed it. Okay, discuss Donald Trump, let's say chief of staff, they went at this complaint, for example, then discuss with Donald Trump. And Wednesday meeting them. Man, if I expect from Obieze to come and say that this is fake, it does not exist. It holds no water. Man, Obieze trying to introduce a higher dimension than this, that maybe never have a starting point to chief of staff before the Trump. Listen. Because why don't they hear woman the way they will surprise?
As long as any official document, anything that must for the other day, must go through the chief of staff. When any visitor, when anybody before he cross on office to the Trump office, the chief of staff from my office, even all the staff around that place, all of them must go through the chief of staff.
Okay.
So to go to where they can have a
now even a team that even a team make a matter that in any email or owner. Yeah, got any through
any appointment.
Even as the government came out, laying out fake. So even as I have this thing will fake. That should be even your question. But the response from Obieze, not of balance. God help me. Listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This huge. Child. Obieze in America. Listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This huge the brutal. This huge the brutal. I'm telling you. The hatred in this huge, it is greater than slavery. Listen.
What we are doing with IPOB and Biafra has never been done in Africa before. Nelson Mandela fought white people. Azikiwe fought white people for independence. Nkrumah the same. What we are fighting is the stupidity of the black man in Africa. And that is a greater demon.
What we are fighting is the stupidity of the black man in Africa. Now, those stupid black men in Africa, they have now traveled overseas. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have traveled overseas. They have traveled abroad. And they have not stopped. They have not. And that is what we see displayed here. Clash of interest, according to our sister, Asatina. Listen to it again.
What we are doing with IPOB and Biafra has never been done in Africa before. Nelson Mandela fought white people. Azikiwe fought white people for independence.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting in this COG. Mazi Nnamdi fought in this COG and continue to fight. Dr. Ngozi is now fighting in this COG. This is why Ogwaji were very difficult. Listen.
Saying, what we are fighting is the stupidity of the black man in Africa. And that is a greater demon to slay.
Greater demon to slay.
Than just fighting a mere mortal. So the battle we are engaged in is enormous. And I pray so too will be the greater the glory.
The battle we engage in, not the numerous battle. Now, this is one of the battle. Clash of interest. The wickedness of this huge. That is what we have here. Clash of interest. If I got Obi as a here, Obi as a, so this is fake. This thing hold no water. But the response of Obi as a knock her off balance. It knock her off balance. Watch.
Let's Monday.
No, we need to go back. Listen.
You must send it to the send the
Listen.
Kamu zombie.
Listen.
Juru na social media. Na kinyo. Na amanyisienu.
Listen now.
Na amanyenu.
Clash of interest.
Nanda. Na so yibo. Juru social media. With the dictionary English na Britain English. With the dictionary I want to ask so have it on a ABCD. They can never. Hello?
Now listen.
Anaba in there will be a
Good afternoon.
Clash of interest. Listen.
From my side, because letter.
Negative. Letter.
With the chief of staff.
Okay.
From the chief of staff.
Letter. Nadona. Obi no kata. Imu go to chief of staff. Whoa. Kige bukozo. Kwa kanozo. Ija no kata jump go to chief of staff. Whoa. Listen.
Let's Monday. Ndinya about family. Dog ya ndinya. My means haja be afya mana. As long as any official document, anything I want must. For what to am go this way the other day.
Ntu go this way the other day. Must. Ntu go this way the other day. So you know we am mana. Ntu go this way that day. So now everything must go through the chief of staff. Ntu go this way that day. Listen to it again. So you know we am mana. Ya go this way that day. Bezio. Hey, Nibo. Listen.
In catchers, in kiddies, sensitive, oh, what's more, you woolly. That the Trump, yeah, fair because someone go, yeah, we hear denying. He deny what US. You must send it to the send the lily. Kamu zombie. Juru na social media. Na kinyo. Na amanyisienu. Na amanyenu. Abalamono nanda. Na so yibo. Juru social media. With the dictionary English na Britain English. With the dictionary I want to ask so have it on a ABCD. They can never. Hello?
Now listen.
Anaba in there will be a
good afternoon from my side. Because letter the Trump with the chief of staff.
Okay.
From the chief of staff. Let's Monday. Ndinya about family. Dog ya ndinya. My means haja be afya mana. As long as any official document, anything I want must for what to am go this way the other day. Must go through the chief of staff. Any visit,
who is the daughter is called Anya? Yako je nwe fe koro asa. Because as no mo ke ba ni na abala ta is the adro ma. Ani that is go here the land. Yako je one free. E ko wan se gbeni na. Mbo bo no oboro. He sounds very well. Or they are sound do ko no no. Or go na moto ta is ya. Rada na gente.
Anybody got before he cross on office to Trump. Office is the chief of staff from Yama office here. Even all the staff around that place, all of them must go through the chief of staff.
Okay.
So to go to where they can have a
now even a team that even a team make a matter that na any email or yeah,
expect. In your expect, I can do it now. I can show it to you. If I become an expert, now this thing is nothing. Now what if you have now disregard this thing? Anybody in America can do it. That was what she was expecting. That was what Ugo 247 said. But the response of Obi is that knock her off balance.
Any appointment,
Appointment.
Donald Trump must go through the chief of staff.
The letter has nothing to do with appointment. Dr. Ngozi did not write anything about appointment. So how did the appointment come in? How did the appointment come into this thing? The letter has nothing to do with Biafra. At least the one we can see. What Dr. Ngozi wrote has nothing to do with Biafra. The content, the acknowledgement has nothing to do with Biafra. In Agotana, the write-up of Dr. Ngozi has nothing to do with appointment. The content of the acknowledgement has nothing to do with appointment. So where and how did OBS get this appointment he is smuggling in now that knock the white-painted hair woman off balance? Very, very close attention. Very, very close attention.
You must send it to Kaum zombie Juruna social media.
Touch the right button, please.
Na amanyisienu. Na amanyenu. Abaramono nanda. Na so yibo. Juru social media. With a dictionary English na Britain English. With a dictionary on us so happy on ABCD. They can never. Hello? Anaba in there will be a
good afternoon from my side. Because later, Donald Trump was the chief of staff.
Okay.
The chief of staff. Let's Monday, about family, as long as any official document, anything must go through the chief of staff. When any visitor, when anybody before he cross on office to Trump, office the chief of staff, office, even all the staff around that place, all of them must go through the chief of staff.
Okay.
So to go to where they can have a
yeah, even a team that even a team make a matter that na any email or yeah, getting through
any appointment, anybody wanna go for Donald Trump must go through the chief of staff.
What of I if I go letter
you can go my letter money.
Yeah, they go letter. My letter money.
Letter quite the president of America Donald J. Trump, president of the United States of America. That letter, it that Pennsylvania Avenue, that address. As long as all you got to Donald Trump, only give you a guy at the table Donald Trump with the chief of staff.
Oh, but I wouldn't get the necessary.
The chief of staff, we know I have a patient toy, I'm on email now.
Okay.
Yeah, the chief of staff, I'm dealing with Trump.
Okay.
Appointment to see the president with the chief of staff get made the arrangement.
Okay.
Oh, well, the lobby will say the president, the president again with time. Man, Bogan, you appointment. Chief of staff in
okay.
Chief of staff for president of the United States of America.
And don't
had very, very powerful.
Okay.
Very, very powerful. Mananka, very powerful. Chief of staff of the United States of America. Very powerful. Kaya the powerful. Kaya the weak. Freedom is very powerful. We are the weak. The wickedness of this youth, it is greater than slavery.
Very, very, very powerful.
Now, how can a useless highway woman, Madam Highway, no na social media na land na walk and keta, any respect. Any respect you.
I want you.
They are not getting no. Don't let Donald Trump or Donald Trump organize Yanya.
Yeah? When I tax. create employment for America or Americans.
Let me tell you something.
Listen now.
Emana madam nkuru mmiri chief of staff ya. Mgbe anyị nwa nde
Thank God now, man. Now Dr. Ngozi Orebeze the chief of staff Mazi Nnamdi. Now listen.
No case n'uno mele ọbata obi invite. Na wa ndị otu no case n'uno mele ọbata obi invite. Eji number ọbata obi. I call ọbata obi.
Okay.
Say that ndị otu no case n'uno mele invite.
Okay.
Or mu send the invitation to chief of staff.
Okay. Next one to you. Overuzo. Ọbata obi egwu ya. Maka na o ji number ya. Ọbata obi ya were egwu ya si ya. Contact Dr. Ngozi Orebeze. Watch the info now. Watch.
Now I send them the letter to the chief of staff. Ngozi Orebeze. And do to no case n'uno. Ya for ọbata obi. Ọ gwara m sị na ya n'anya that date I were there. No nwere mbọsị ọbata obi o nwere chance that day. And before gwa m okwu a, o condemn go do the invitation o. Man if o jizi nwezi power, no man nji number. And we has stop nwe.
How do you know no man stop where? Me the number does not mean. Oh, it's already say the only if I put it on a problem can create. Only obi that confirm go no na chief of staff they are very powerful. Now, because now our own are very powerful. Why didn't the woman contacted Mazi Nnamdi direct? Mazi Nnamdi recognizing the power of chief of staff, directed her to chief of staff. Chief of staff were to know what's in the other with over to the common. Now, you want to now chief of staff come and stop where because now chief of staff manage don't go over to the other. He go over to the direct. If he appear at that interview or whatsoever on his own, a manner that he have deliberately undermined the office of his chief of staff and the issue. And this is the problem from that. This is how they operate. They are not disciplined. They don't know what process or protocol is all about. Then if on here.
Oh, na meji number na me we access to ọbata obi. O yela council ya.
Imagine.
The only thing I was remove who kaya check ye man ọbata obi o nwere ife o ye made that day. When appointment that day. No appointment.
So now before Donald Trump, this letter now is so good. So from machine and acknowledgement. Now, offer the chief of staff, it will let come more the need is it to discuss with Donald Trump. Come letter, can get sent. Open on Kenny didn't send the letter. They will now send letter to Dr. Ngozi Orebeze. Open on Kenny didn't sit down to discuss. The chief of staff will now inform her. When at the point, if I propagate, no, oh, click it, you will get it. Yeah. Now they're on to her.
That's no, yeah, Gazi. Now they send the LNMA. Send the color but to be invitation. Go now, what I go. So I met as a Mazam. I'm gonna have a toy, yes, Basia, Nancy, well, under to Nakaz in honor. That Nakaz in Nana. Okay, even one, medieval one, and even one. That Nakaz in Nuna. So where the Basia, I have no. You see, I want to remember I says to Abatobie or council on ya. Oh, yeah, council, and no man or council on ya. Abatobie and a fool.
And they was there to be in a phone. Abatobie is there, then the chief of staff, there will issue. This is how they create trouble. They don't obey protocol. They don't obey process. What if not of Dongozo and the passing with all the asking the young time for now? See the Begodia. She will horribly call over to bypass protocol, to create trouble.
You see, Nyaka this woman who will river send the rubbish on social media. And I pay zombies.
Imagine.
Zombie and when they don't have a brain, baby and la, no cobo, baby and la kawokudi. Chihuahua. Bomb throw away through the social media. And they so
if I have people that have been around myself and dog for a very long time. And someone was meant to be calling them honorable members for years. Look at them. Freedom fighters.
They believe in a nonsense. And all this who useless who idiot trying this no matter amount of years he be Europe. Babi and la enum kobo babi and la kawudi. Ona happen na who? Ona any shop look at their brain no. No. No matter be so good polonia babi and la enum kobo je. Babi and la ho babi and la. That's all. Babi and la enum kobo ba. That's life of babi and lebela ba nevu. Oh, Iko.
On the freedom fighter. It was not the like freedom. They are to one on Julia, JB, and come with my weather. Nothing. We had God. And they come back again. Then when I told them,
even also good that rifle for that Babian because we won't training. Nobody trained them. Nobody trained them. Ebeke ya no train. Kwa wona imoku ibe ndaje bigara nishi. Imoku ibe ndabro nezi. Imoku ibe before you put aya na brain una ninyi. Onya ka iji ufu. Ibe ina agbagodu we nke we eziokwu. That's gonna say because eji iye we ezofa. All this useless baby and a bunch of chihuahuas. Listen, guys. If I can enough every day. Deceiving upon these lies. The worst one at us say, Ngozo la beze uputra this thing. Manande mad in America. Manana many people, a system of America. No one didn't receive on this kind of thing more than 7-8 times. Parabai na social media. Young one no way I do after even die because someone and I am on social media. They are not in social media. Where have person hell if you got this kind of thing? This woman I told him when you want, I told him we chill, I told him when I could no ways because this woman they will fine. I know her very well. Tatalokaji. Every time you not chivo you know what down here. Because Ocholo call upon social media. Because woman life ended on social media. Woman life ended on social media. I don't go Jay this year.
Success is driving the
no, Biko munde mundu umu ibo moloze mwazu weekend jaba. Fatawan eziaga.
They said
Nigeria top run this woman on. Then Bia go 247. I don't can't send the leg message. We go 247. Ejilin go jidere go for. All round. Mani iru ejiri ngogu jidere gị ọfọ. Azụ ejiri ngogu jidere gị ọfọ. Aka nne ejiri ngogu jidere gị ọfọ. Aka ekpe ejiri ngogu jidere gị ọfọ. N'enu ejiri ngogu jidere gị ọfọ. N'okpuru a na-ebe kwa ejiri ngogu jidere gị ọfọ. Do you know the reason? Nji wee kwuye. Ugo 247, you report my page. Because of Nana Agwa Biafra's truth about you. Okwengumbute. You report my page.
Okay.
Nanji program game me program.
The freedom fighter. The freedom fighter.
I will warning. After maybe in a program today. I see how they buy Yahweh. Ozulugaro. Ugo 247, let me tell you something. From A to Z. EJ Pokonomu Chiwawe, when I war.
We are drawing the curtain from here. Kindly stay tuned. We'll be back in some hours' time. I don't know if anybody wants to make comments. Do anybody want to make comments? If you want to make comments, here is the link. The wickedness of NDCOG. That is the link. Come into the studio and come and make your point. Come into the studio and make your point. If you want to make comments, come into the studio. Come and make your point. Make your point. Come into the studio and make your point. We move. Join us in some hours' time as we continue. Kindly touch the like button if you haven't done that. Turn on the notification button if you haven't done that. Subscribe to our channel at Twitch if you haven't done that. Amaka Mary Bobibo. Amaka Mary, all of us of truth. Mary, also of us of truth. Obi-Wan is here. Obi-Wan, greetings from here. Amaka Mary, you have the mic. Can you hear me, Obi-Wan?
Triple M, Obi-Wan.
Sorry, my brother. Triple M. Sorry.
But any man at screen me, he was sitting a moment, so I was like, maybe on a Twitch.
Yes, go ahead, my brother.
We don't drink one number, there is a work over. I can see that going on my, we don't drink it. No, we'll continue to do this. To open the eyes of our people. You know, most people don't know. Hello, am I coming in?
Yes, you are coming in. Please, when you join, turn off the mic, please. Go ahead, my brother.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. Greetings for the good work you're doing, my brother. My people at the comment section, they can my sister Satina, I greet you with the other people in the house. You see, I want to, point on the area of the foolish man in America because as old as he is, on one his left on his right. So they actually know the work of COS. They actually know the work of COS. But you hear him saying that in K Trump the authentic, then in K bring authentic. You made mention of COS because my brother will Prime Minister na Africa na Prime Minister na Europe. Ọ bụ ofu ọrụ ka a na-arụ. Abịa adịghị onye abụ president na America, president na Africa, nwanne onwe isi dị na ya. You know, yeah, I don't have much to say. Aja ka ha ga na-awụ till ofu country ga-eme ya public na ha recognize like USB. Ha ga-abịa na social media bịa gba ya mgba na arụ ya arụ. Na onwe he dị otu aha. Ọ bụgoro okay, I'll be recognized gị, ọ bụrụ country na-enweghị isi. This is where they will come. But lekwe America today na-wu number one. All one country from Africa who's recognized her before France abia. I don't know. You ma asi odu. Okay, o me ha na kpona village odu nko ha mana woke ka owo. Ya gbala ha nwata akpọ ya odu shinshi maka ogide ya. Udo dịrị gị nwanne mmadụ ya gaziere gị.
Hello, thank you so very much. Asatina, greetings from here. Omaka Mele, grab the mic. Hello.
Hello, my brother. France all over the world. I greet you. I salute everybody. Mazi Kelena, thank you so very much for another wonderful program today. I want to comment on the sit at home. You see, like there is this video I watched from Obi-Wan. There is this message video, Mary, you know, and he was on point. He was on point concerning sit at home, and the videos he played today, especially the one from Vanguard, it gladdens my heart. It gladdens my heart to know that my people are being consistent. My people, some of them now know what they want than people dictating for them. They know what they want than people dictating for them. We have been hearing this type of thing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, like my brother Obi-Wan said, because this is just the first time I'm loving his video. He said it the way it is, without fear or favor. Time shall come with all these Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, people will start hating the man they're supposed to love so dearly. You understand? With all these Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, they should remember that nobody is more Biafran, not even the supreme leader. This Biafran on Akaya Giche. It is for all of us. Unless they are telling me that what we are looking for is similar country like Bongo. Similar country like Bongo. So nobody should dictate for us. I might hear them. When that's why not them mabia, we embrace it. We have to reject it, regardless of whoever sent that message. And it gladdens my heart that my people are doing justice to that. They are doing justice to that. I so much love that Vanguard will put that message. Ụmụnne m ọbụrụ Chukwu okike adịrọ ọwụ na na-afụ aka Chukwu dị ike dị ebube na this our struggle. Una na-afụ ya, this type of message Bongo na like hide away from the public. I don't know if you get me. You can moving around. I don't know my voice. Is this?
No, you are very
okay. Let me just put this thing here. My this thing is about to go off. Sorry, let me just put it. So these are the things our people should know. That message did not come from anybody. They just want to use it to show power. To show power. Shame will be to some people that call themselves freedom fighters. The real freedom fighters are the people that are resisting unnecessary messages. They are the real fighters, freedom fighters. Because if you ask me, that sit at home with the only weapon so far Biafran Jigoro, when these people, these oppressors, that is the only weapon I Jigoro, Baruru, hurt through these people so deep. So why should we call it off? Thank God my people understand this thing very, very well. So I want to use this medium, social medium, to thank Obiwanne, especially for that video. O make a very good point that he regardless on your hot. Time shall come with all this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. People will start hating because of this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. So let our people hear this and hear it very clearly that sit at home. When people said they want it, and mind you, it is not for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu only. Can that sit at home for? We have other things that have not been done. So how can we protest if not that sit at home? And there are other things, not only for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, you said you are sitting at home for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released. A release, why are you calling off? Is it not high time when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tell you to? He has pity. He pity us. Rest. But we need to pity him as well. Yes, because all my hiocho. Why can't we? Because now my hiocho. So that is that one for that sit at home. I'm glad that sit at home is still ongoing, and my people being consistent in this time. Nobody should push us around. Otego push around. We are not pushover. Please. Thank you so much for now. Coming for one Ishocha. Ima obiofu, ihe obiofu na-eme mmadụ, ọ na-eru na brain. Stupidity of ndị isi ojii. Oh, that is na Lasuba kono ga-ahụ ya clear. Na Lasuba, she will knowingly be fighting what is right. Norma. This time around, it's not about ignorance. She knows, but Oga fight here because of she said it earlier on that time or fight to put Dotongozio, because she thought she put Dotongozio Arabese on that seat, forgetting that Dotongozio Arabese by default is the COS, and after the Prime Minister, next is COS if there is no vice. COS takes the seat automatically, unopposed. So she knows, but she used her mouth to say that she will bring it down. And she used her mouth to say, if not Obatobi, anybody else rise up to fight for this freedom, or sabotage freedom, also to fight for this freedom, that she will be sabotaging the person. So that is exactly what she is doing. Not that she is doing that out of ignorance, no matter. She knows. My brother, I really don't want to talk too much, but the more I talk, the more what I want to say is coming off. But anyways, thank you so very much, because you have done justice to those videos. Our own is just to second what you have just said. Thank you so much, Mazi Kelena Jisike.
Thank you, Asatina. Thank you so very much. Akonye, what are the greetings from here? Amaka Mayade, grab the mic.
Mazi Kelena. Greetings to Andy Kukoroku, Andy Kanana room, Andy Kana comment section. I have two things to say. Number one, the boy to Biafrans. Onye ọbụla ma nke ọ na-eme whatever that is your intention on liking Simon Ekpa, I'm pleading with you to pray for that young man. Ndị ọjọọ kpọrọ onwe ha ndị Igbo rapụtara kwanye ọkụ l'ike okonye onwe ya na nsogbu okonyere onwe ya kịta. That na ihe niile ga-eme na emesị afọ ọ bụgodị iri na Finland na ọ nọchara nke ya ha napụ ya akwụkwọ ya ka Finland asịkwala ndị Bongo bịa kpọrọ rada ka o si la Finland chọọ wee ya gaa ebe ọzọ ọ ga-anọ ka ọ dị ndụ na ọjie nchi ka o wee mara ihe ụwa ya abụ. Second part of it, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze kele na-ekwuola ya several times asị na ya bụ gị ya were akwụkwọ anụnwa generate na Finland nye ndị si na ha ji enwe nwere onwe na ọrụ onwe gị. Mụnwala support okwu ahụ today, but anyị anọghị gị n'obi, anyị amaghị ihe kara gị obi iji were eme ihe ị na-eme. No matter how ndị ọjọọ ji mee ya ọla adịzi ka ihe ụmụaka. But okwu m ga-etinye n'okwu ahụ bụ ana m ekwu ya mgbe ọbụla ekwukwela ahụ whether ma nke pressure amount from the fools kwụrụ onwe ha freedom fighter or nke ndị ka nọ in disguise with you that have your contact or through all this public opinion of ours to make you miss your step. Because I say it without fear or favor or without anybody calling me names. America today, all these people, including me, that are shouting USB, we will divide. Because you will see some that will come up then by that time and start saying that they advised you behind, that you never carried the advice. You did it wrong here, you did it right here. So biko nwaanyị ọma asị na ihe la agba egwu l'iro si na o nwere ihe la akụrụ ya nkwa n'ime. Biko ihe ahụ kara gị obi iji kakwuru n'eziokwu in all this insult. Biko watch your step. If you would not learn from MNK, learn from Simon that was taken in the Western world. According to the people saying that the Western world compromised and also compromised, and he is behind bars today, and his freedom and his continuation of living in the Western world is like at stake today. Please, mind your step and mind how you talk to people. That's all. The second point, I want to tell her daddy or mama, unu si na na-achọrọ anyị freedom, but unu ya apụta n'efere mba ụwa na-akpa anyị afa ọnụ ịla akọchi wawa whatever. Go 247 never trained me. I did not join struggle because of Go 247. I am here in Kelena TV talking. It's not because of Kelena. It's only that his convictions and his own mode of preaching to me is unbiased. He speaks the truth that I believe in. That is why I am here. Likewise, others that is following you, they believe in what you believe. They accept your own way of doing things. Please, Ada, in I know English, me that no. Ose panye this na doma. Chono Biafra unu kwuru na unu bụ ndị ji ezigbo ya. Amazikwa m onye ji ezigbo ego. Ahụ kala afụzụ efu na onye ji kanta. Ebe maka na onye ji kanta. Na ebe ọbụla o jere ya ji izu ihe na a ga-ejide ya. Kedu ihe ịla aṅụzi para? Nisila Wandozo. If you guys are the one doing it right, standing on the right way, why can't you guys improve? Be this a Jago Kote lawyer. They've come online to show their lawyer, ask their lawyer question. If they've been able to convince some people will go to them. As they've not been able to convince me, I have no reason to go to them. So I yoga yoga kikusi kondi ba yono because onye kamma mandi no na bongo mandi no other places. Nobody knows how you went to France. Kino na France idenye mundi and adema akogono here. So if the shame of what you guys are doing online is not shaming to you guys, do you guys know that others are feeling it? The struggle una bastardize gear. Una bastardize gear. But Chukwu biri igwe ga-eme amara. I know na Biafra ya abịa. That is why nji ekwu ya. But mgbe ọ ya abịa maka ọ ga-esi bịa bụ ife ma amahọ. The only way feeling na ọ ga-esi bịa bụ na m kwuru si onye ọbụla define Biafra. I define Biafra ọ ga-ekwu gị ị mara ka isi ekwu okwu mara ebe ị na-eme onwe gị engage. Because ihe unu megoro m obi nwa nwanne ma gị o ma Ugo 247 o ihe unu megoro m okwu ọnụ kwuru na platform unu. Ọ mụzigoro m akọ. I think I'm stupid as you guys are. And adem agbụkwụsị m erisha. So ọ bụ na ihe rada eme unu mara na ụlọ eme ndị mmadụ. Adunu jide ezigbo egwu unu which is the real Biafra unu na-achọ. Kwubenu maka ya and convince people. Simon Ekpa did not coerce anybody. Nnamdi Kanu did not coerce anybody. They only preach the truth. And people find it comforting and join them. There's no amount of hatred you will exhibit. There's no amount of name calling. There's no amount of record straight that as you guys call it that will make anybody to follow you guys. You only attract fools and morons like you are to yourself. Since you guys have come together accusing this woman, why are you still finding it difficult to be able to work together in unity? The people that followed you when you fall back, Rikukunia and Oremidius, where are they today? If you are shameless and hopeless, a word is enough for a wise. That's what I have to tell you. Stop calling our people names. Do your thing and do your thing right. Thank you.
Thank you. Akonya Wekele. Ozemene, greetings from here. Omaka Mele, grab the mic.
Mazi Kalena, good afternoon.
Hello, sir.
Maana Batana, this year student study. Yes, from Bongo, from village of Dr. Abeze, Oga. So yan na kwa we has our nda jigana hini na ne na ai kule kushe ike ai wana na na kushe ike no yene men ya ma ona ha ga akọkọta ya ha na-akọ ike ya agụ agwara m n'ogo 247 ya asị ya ka nwanne m ahụ ọ na-eme program a na-akpọ Mazi Nnamdi ya na ị ga ido splinter ya nkọwa ha ya akọkọta ike agwụ ha so ihe na-ekwu abụghị ọzọ jisie n'ike Soludo bụ gọvanọ anyị na-asị anyị na anyị ga-apụtawa n'ime ya be nna ya afọ udo be nna ya na azụ mbọsị Mọnde afọ udo be nna ya na-akpọchikpọchi ndị mara be isef ha na-atụchi everywhere can use that program pass so forget ihe a na-ekwu ọfọ ndị a na-aghọrị ka a na-aghọrị ihe anyị ma ọ na anyị kwụnyere na United States of Biafra na anyị mana a ga-enweta n'ihe n'eziokwu ka anyị kwu nweghị ga-eme ka eziokwu ekpuchie a na-ekpuchi ọnwa aka ekpuchie ya aka kwụsị ebe ọzọ ọtụtụ ihe ọsọ kpọrọ ọchịchịrị ịgba ọnwa pụta ihe adị so nwere ihe ị na-eme anyị kwụgị n'azụ anyị nwa nọ na disi homeland kwụgị n'azụ kwụsịrị ike anyị ma ego data anyị na bọọlụ everyday for 2 days ihe na bọọlụ gbasa for 2 days So when I run na-eme ihe onye ọ na-eme bụ ezi ihe mechie na ike onwe ihe na-eme na anyị na ebe a na-awọchi ihe niile na-eme ndị nọ na Holland sị na nweghị ebe ọbụla ha na-eje mụnwa nwa m nwoke asị m onye nkụzi si na eji ebido jebe akwụkwọ na Sọnde si ya na Mọnde si ya na ọ ga-emụtara nwa m ọ ga-emụtara m nwa ka ọmụ mụtara ya nwa m enweghị ike isi best day for Mọnde gaa kpọta nwa gị kụziri ya ọ bụrụ na dat day ka ọ ga-eji wee mụta ihe ga-eji wee bara uru ya amụtara ya amụtachacha ma hụzie na ọ jiri skuul anyị nwa na onwe anyị na-akwụ ụgwọ akwụkwọ anyị na-ata ahụ na-akwụ ụgwọ akwụkwọ so we cannot force my child to come that school that day so forget about it ma ọ bụrụ na gọvanọ sị gị na gị bịa kpọpe skuul that day we kpọpere skuul ọ bịa ya gụọ nna ya so ihe dị na ya ihe ọzọ ọbụla e nwere ebe a na-ekwu ọ bụghị after all this sit-at home a na-ekwupụta na abụghị Nnamdi Kanu TV sit-at home awụ bụ na onye ọbụla wepụtara obi si yes na anyị ga na-eme Nnamdi Kanu sit-at so na mmeghị ka anyị ga-asị Nnamdi Kanu kọtapụsa anyị na anyị mechi sit-at before Nnamdi Kanu na anyị mechi sit-at ọ ga-esigodo ebe ahụ nọkwa ọnya wụrụ ntị so forget about ihe niile a na-ekwu anyị nọ kwechiri ekwechiri ọ bụrụ na Soludo jemepe Ọnịcha a ga-emepe ebe nna ya Christopher ọ ga-ebido asị na charity begins at home ịbata be nna ya bụ Isiọfịa mepee Isiọfịa afọ ibobe nna ya ka ọ zụba na Mọnde bifo Ogbokute wọd so ihe na-agwa ndị Ọnịcha niile na-anụ olu na onye na-agwa Soludo abịa mepee afọ ibobe nna ya ọ Mọnde zụcha eziokwu Ọnịcha abụghị ebe esi wee pụta so ihe na-agwa onye ọbụla na anụ olu afọ na-ada dị ọra ma ara na-agba ya onye ahụ isi adịghị ya onye ahụ nwere menta dada ọra ma nwere menta enweghị ebe ọkụkụ ebe nwa sef ebe a na-ele anya sef na ọkụkụ ka na ọkụkụ ebe ahụ bikọs ihe ọwụwụ agwọ ọsị ebe a mee nsị ebe a ihe ọ na-eme ka otu ike nta moshon ebiri mana ihe mbụ na Chineke karịrị ha ncha niile n'ike ihe mbe ji na ya onweghị ihe mmekọta so ana m asị ka udo dịrị onye ọbụla na n'obodo n'aha Jizọs bye bye
thank you Ike Jesus greetings from here Amaka Maele biko 2 minutes I must run
Amaka Maele gị onye eziokwu my brother agha m ndị bara akpasị eziokwu bụ ndụ my brother Kenena, you see the worst thing to happen to a person people when you start having envy anyofu n'ebe mmadụ ibe gị nọ my brother your own are finished. I was watching you yesterday before I slept off. Ugo 247. Ihe na-akpụ ya bụ Utobo Spain ka ọ bụ. So this guy enwego issue. The issue nwere bụ that iwe oke jealousy ekpezie ya ka o bitenwuzie jealousy nwere n'ebe Dr. Ngozi Orabaeze nọ. O ditelinwuzie. That is why o ji abụ ọpụta ọ na-akọ ma nke sendịrị ya ma nke je eme ma nke mere eme. Look at what old Utobo dịka ya pụtara na social media were na analyze common letter recommendation letter Trump dere Dr. Ngozi Orabaeze Jabo no na nda choro Biafra ni turi. And that potasi that hey, thank God that God at least recognize this person not on the war front. No matter whether Otiri Biafra there, Etinyi Biafra there. Before he balo mmadụ iji ebu ụzọ kwụọ aka before na agbịa enye chọrọ bịa. This is number one ịkwụ aka n'ụzọ. Then ọ bụzi na Chineke na-emere allow by ịkwụ aka by God miracle. Asị echiri na Chineke na nwere ike ịsị nwaanyị dere enye a, I want to see this person. Do you know that our movement are becoming easy? Because of jealousy and wickedness and hatred and selfish interest and personal interest, do not allow them to reason this way. The only thing that reason is negative about this woman. That is why they will never go unpunished. As far as that this Biafra show that innocent blood have not wasted, have waited. All of them that sabotaging this movement, they will never go unpunished because innocent blood have shared. Some people have lost their only tongue concerning this movement.
No, he cannot hear me. Marigo network. It is no longer coming on. Thank you, and join us in some hours time. Omaka Mele, Omaka Mele, Omaka Mele. All of us of truth, Omaka Mele. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your support. It can never go unnoticed. And the God Almighty must surely bless you. Join us in some hours time as we continue. Stay blessed and bye for now.